And when your wrist will follow some imagination, then it will align with the music. So you will not have this problem. Imagination will help you.
Yeah.
When we imagine the notes, remember we were talking about well, let's say that the first note is to the left, and the next one is to the right. Of course, if your hand is going to follow sound imagination, what does it have to represent? Okay, the sound, the tail sound movement, and then glissando, and then the note and sound movement. And here maybe this is what can be confusing. Like, is my wrist moving for glissando, or is my wrist moving for sound movement? You see? What I said about first we touch the key and then we move the wrist, it's actually it's good to know, but it's only to a 100% true degree. It's only in two-dimensional movement. Again, to just erase, this, which is wrong, doing this. But when we're playing with three-dimensional movement, and when we're gonna imagine, when we're gonna intonate as well, it's sort of both. Your wrist will do a little bit of sound movement and a little bit of glissando, but the point is, even when you do glissando, don't forget sound movement. So in this case, if I imagine, what is my wrist doing when I try to play it? It's sort of going. It's
Also the preparation. No?
It is glissando between the notes as well. But I don't want this. This is what I was trying to zoom in. But eventually, I suppose your wrist is actually expressing both your sound movement, your glissando note, and the sound movement again. Glissando and sound movement again. So the question about your metronome, if you have that, so imagine that line between the tick-tock is your glissando. But imagine that tick and tock is also sound movement a little bit. It's like tick, tock. So maybe this picture will help.
That would be an interesting graph to put in the book, like the metronome and the sound movement and the glissando. That would be interesting.